All right. Final day of Redacted. So sad. We don't want to go. We love Bangkok, Thailand, and we've been having a fantastic time meeting all the people on NEAR Foundation, and especially through Metapool, who we know through these last couple of interviews has been introducing a lot of people to the NEAR Foundation. Another participant is here with us today. Would you go ahead and introduce yourself to the world?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Josh. I'm with BCW Group. I'm on the business development side. I live in Hong Kong, but originally am American. And yeah, great to be here in Bangkok with Metapool and NEAR.
Nice. We had to take our chains off, guys. We're just balling too hard over here. Um, I would like to know how BCW became a participant with Metapool.
Yeah, so we met through the Enterprise Node program. We were introduced through a partner that we worked with. And yeah, we heard that Metapool was looking to onboard new validators, especially ones that work close with enterprises. And BCW has been working with Fortune 200 companies, Fortune 10 companies in infrastructure capacities for a while now. So we're now on board as a validator and then going to look to kind of build with these enterprises and bring value to the NEAR ecosystem.
Nice. And what does BCW do for someone who's never heard of it and
Yeah.
who themselves maybe near?
So we are a little more of a low-key company because we thrive in the infrastructure world. But BCW has 5 main areas. One is BCW Technologies, and that's infrastructure as a service, nodes as a service, interoperability, all of these things that help enable Web3 operations. And then we have payments. We have a couple payments partners that we work with. We have our products where we've built an interoperability solution, data analytics company, a naming service, as well as an RPC company. And then we have cloud. We are a premium sell and premium service infrastructure partner of Google Cloud. And we also do our own ventures as well. So we're kind of everywhere in terms of we can start, enable, and contribute to partnerships, as well as kind of then have the infrastructure to support those initiatives on the other end.
And how long have you guys been around before participating with Metapool?
Yeah, so we've been around 6 years now. I think 2018, early 2018 start, based out in Hong Kong. We now have offices in Hong Kong and Singapore, as well as a team in Korea. But on the infrastructure side, we have people all over the world, as you need to be 24/7 for that stuff.
Nice. And what makes BCW a great participant?
Well, I think that I will touch first in general and later in particular. The enterprise node operators is looking for people that is more than people organization that have the capacity to provide a high service level inside of the network. So this implies that they have a sysops team that can be handling the operation of the nodes. This implies that they should have a 97% of performance, so they should be stable. Most of them have like a perfect record on their performance, so that's makes really good. But in the other side, we has mentioned that there is the operation of OKRs for marketing, community, and financial. So this implies that you have in your network as organization the opportunity to connect with financial institutions at the same time, but at the same time you have the capacity to hold events and the capacity to distribute and spread the word about what you are doing as a participant inside of the Enterprise Node Operators program. And with that, also be talking about what is happening inside of the new ecosystem. So we look all of that on BCW as a good participant for being a part of the program. And so that's why we are here right now on
So
this event.
you're looking for the best of the best, basically, the full packages.
Yeah, it's exactly because I know there are like many kinds of node runners on the Web3 ecosystem. You have people that is like one people only running a node, or you have some others that are like community node runners, like people that gather together and start making on that. It's totally fine that they do that. I mean, it's also like part of all this industry. But we are looking for those that can provide a bit more to be driven to the new ecosystem and also find opportunities together. So that it's an advantage for the participant, it's an advantage for Metapool, and also advantage for the NEAR protocol.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but is this BCW's introduction to the NEAR protocol?
Yeah, so this is well, kind of. So we have an interoperability solution called Hashport, and that connects 11 different networks, including Aurora. So we know Aurora is EVM compatible and does have some association with NEAR. And then we've also are a DVN on layer 0. So Layer Zero is connecting, I think, just under 100 networks at the moment, and we run a DVN, which is how all of these networks kind of talk and communicate their messaging. And I think NEAR and Aurora are on there as well. So we've been adjacent to you guys for a while, but now it's finally good to be here and interacting, and then obviously here in person, meeting more of the team. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's like the best part about these conferences, getting to meet people in person finally who I'm
Yes.
sure you've been interfacing with online for a very long time.
Yeah, me and Alan have been talking for
Yes.
7, 8 months now, and it's good to see him in person.
Well, and it's crazy how much things can accelerate after that in like a whole different way.
Yes.
And so like, in speaking of that acceleration, like what are your next kind of goals right now? If you're
So
able to
right
talk
now,
about them.
yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff that we're doing that's exciting is with the Google Cloud program. We're exploring, I mean, I think with cloud, AI, and blockchain, there's a lot of overlap and a lot of exciting things that are being put in place, but also a lot of the work that we're doing with like payments partners, custody partners, just, I mean, and then obviously market is exciting now. So I think finally with infrastructure and people and liquidity all coming together, I think it's super exciting to see what's going to come out of this time in the industry. And then obviously being involved in those builds as well is super fun.
And I'd love to kind of hear from like the medical side, for these participants, like what is like the best case scenario? Like how are you guys really giving support?
Well, for the people that is participating already in the program, I think that it's really relevant, but it's just the first step that we give token delegations to them so they can start processing transactions, and with that securing all the blocks on the network, and also that for that to make like operations inside of the network. So that's like the first step, that you became part of the validator set, and you are right now, you even if you go to the to some of the explorers that we have on here, you can see the list of the different names that we have, like BCW with the Vodafone, well, PowerPoint, that is the joint venture that is called Vodafone, and also all of these. You can look at them and see how relevant is the people that is already participating on the network. But in the long-term vision, what we are looking for is that we find like the opportunity together. So this can become like long-term players, and I mean really long-term players. The program lasts for 18 months, but we are really willing to see that these people can become a longer player for the coming years. And I say this because the NEAR ecosystem is reaching opportunities. So probably with this, you make the introduction, you know the people, you came to the events, you came to Redacted, and the different things that are being organized by NEAR. But you can also look what else is happening. As you mentioned, Aurora is doing a lot of stuff with Aurora Cloud and Aurora Labs, and it's amazing what these guys are doing. We have a lot of booths here that people can explore with AI, with blockchain, with privacy technology, and later on that, surely we can be making like more deals, more participations on the ecosystem. So right now, the program as is, I think it's good for all the parties involved, but surely we think that this will be the opportunity to make more things with all of it. And well, we hope that we can come with your participation, all of the things that the NEAR ecosystem is doing.
Yeah, I met the AI guys, I met the Aurora Cloud guys, and everyone's super nice. So definitely happy to explore.
You said it's an 18-month program. How far into that are we?
I think we are around 6.
Yeah, so
That really
around
gives you
6
guys
months.
an edge. You have a whole other year, to get to know this ecosystem and all the people inside of it. And I really do think like we are all still very early, and you are too. And I think, do you have any like kind of final words for people who are maybe watching at home who don't get to come to conferences like this, but don't get to experience this IRL in-person meetings with people, don't get that acceleration in real life, but I still think can get that wisdom. Like, what is important about conferences like Redacted?
I think it's important for everyone to get here and meet in person and align. And it's fun to see everything come together in terms of the developers that want to be here and build, the people with ideas and liquidity and money to like all be in one place and be like, what can we actually do to bring more value to the ecosystem? So just being surrounded by all of these people, just know that those conversations are happening, and there's a lot of fun stuff in the works that's going to bring value and make life easier on chain. So Yeah.
Amazing. IRL is definitely where it happens and where everything kind of comes together and accelerates. I'm so excited to see how BCW does that with Metapool.
Yeah.
And thank you guys so much for joining us today.
No worries at all. Thanks for having me.